Welcome back. I'm Dr. Jen, and I promised to share with you how the message of do, don't doubt showed up in my life, because it was really a miracle. So, the reason I'm telling this story is I want you to be on the lookout for what messengers are showing up in your life with really cool messages that you need to hear, that if you weren't paying attention, you might miss. So, as I was saying the other day, I made a commitment to create something new. And how I activated that commitment was with something I call a creation matrix, which is something the horses showed me how to do, where you can create the energy of a new project in the energy field and then activate it. And they're really special because it helps, the unseen forces help you create something in the world. And the horses showed me how to do this. So this was a little while ago, and I had just created this creation matrix and activated it for this new project. And I was very excited. I felt all yeses, right? And then immediately the next day, I hit all the doubt and the block and the fear, and I was sitting stagnated already, just one day after creating this beautiful matrix of energy that was going to help me propel forward this new project. So I was noticing that I was stuck, and I decided to take one of the horses, Charm, for a ride. And as I was tacking her up, we have some neighbor horses that I can see across the field, and there's a special one. His name is Sydney. We have a really neat connection. Right, Legacy? Yeah. And Sydney's really old, like 32, and he's looking pretty rough. And so when I don't see him for a while, I tend to wonder how he's doing. And I hadn't seen him for a while, and as I was tacking up my horse and looking out at the neighbors, I was thinking, I wonder how Sydney is. And I didn't see him anywhere. And then I promptly forgot about Sydney altogether, and I decided, this was pivotal, I decided to take a trail ride, but instead of the usual loop, I decided to go backwards. I reversed it. So, I am on my steady steed Charm, and I come up over a hill and I can see the property where Sydney lives, and there's Sydney standing right in the corner of his pasture, staring at us. Probably 3 football fields away, just looking right at us all by himself. And I thought, that's funny, right? There's Sydney. I was just thinking about him. And he was standing all alone without his pasture buddies. And the interesting thing was, Charm and I rode over to him, and which took probably 10 or 12 minutes. And as you know, horses in pastures don't usually stand still in one place by themselves for very long. But we came all the way around, and he was still standing in the exact same place over the fence staring at me. So, to me, that wasn't a coincidence. Right, Legacy? No coincidences. I figured he must have a message. So I asked him, do you have a message for me, Sydney? And he said, that was when he said, do, don't doubt. And I said, well, Sydney, why are you telling me this message? I got plenty of horses in my backyard who could have shared the message. And he said that my support, my guides, knew that this message was so important that they had to send it in a way that would really pique my interest and my curiosity, that I would really get it in my heart. And they said that if it just came from Saren or one of these guys, I would have just been like, yeah, I know. So they set up a special messenger, right, Legacy? A special messenger, Sydney, and they developed all of the little synchronicities along the way to allow it to happen so that I would be paying attention, so that when I heard it, I knew I had to take action on it. And that's exactly what happened. I was like, wow, they orchestrated me to think about Sydney, to suddenly find Sydney on my trail ride, that I was going in a reverse direction, and then to be able to hear him give this profound message that when we take action, the unseen forces can help propel us forward in a powerful way. So, I just share that with you in case that there are messengers in your life where perhaps you've asked for an answer, or you're asking for ways to get unstuck. Who's showing up in your life unexpectedly with a powerful message that you're ready to hear? And when you hear it, what will you do to take action on that? So we'll see you guys next time.